Have you started the stream, yeah?
Yeah, stream started.
Okay, so welcome everyone to, I think it's round 8 now of the S.N.R.C. Obviously, it's just myself in for a minute, and then I'm going to put you on to the great host. You can chat away there for a minute, my man.
Yeah, it's round 6 this evening.
Or 6.
Yeah, yes, I did check. I did check the calendar. Don't worry. And we
Obviously,
are
I didn't.
That's cool. But yeah, we're at the We're at the Sao Paulo circuit in Brazil, but the lobby is set up for Australia for some reason.
I'll sort that out now in a second. I'm editing a few million different things here at the minute.
Fair dues.
Yeah, so I suppose I'll just say there real quickly. So tonight we're running something differently. Obviously, there's actually commentary in Division 2 as well tonight. But more importantly, we're running multiplayer cars, and we've all have our cars basically with 3 colours: green, yellow, and white. And it's kind of to pay respects to the colours there for the National Mental Health Day, which was yesterday, and it's just our little homage to kind of pay respect to that and obviously promote mental health through obviously our communities and our different leagues. So I just think it's important that we all send the right message, and literally it actually came from a member. It didn't even come from us. Obviously we had celebrated it, but it was actually Brembo who had put it out to everybody, and everybody jumped on board straight away. So great idea, Brembo. I'm sure you agree as well. I think that's a great idea to any publicity for mental health, be it regardless in a small little platform like this or obviously globally.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great thing we're doing this evening.
And just also in regards to UELA, we're after setting up a FIFA league. Now I am brutal at FIFA, so I won't be taking part in it, but we have it now under the UELA. There is a FIFA 21 league, which Garda Drumgum and Brief and Cow are actually the league admins, and they're looking after that for us under the UELA banner. So that's absolutely brilliant. So hats off to them for the great work they've put in so far. And if you do want to join, obviously just leave a message here in this chat or get on to ourselves there through Facebook on the S.N.R.C. Facebook page or that, and we'll be able to look after you. But to tonight's racing, are you looking forward now to the bit of action around the very fast Sao Paulo?
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of my favourite circuits. It's been the scene of a number of incredible moments over the years, some of which I will actually mention throughout the next hour or so. But of course, even though we are running multiplayer cars this evening, this is still part of the league calendar, so the points will still go towards the championship.
100%.
And speaking of which, let's have a quick run through of the standings right now. We've got HS King at the top with 108 points. We've got Luke for Racing. HS King's for McLaren. We've got Luke R for Racing Point with 104 points. Snowball for Renault with 99 points. Grimmy for Ferrari with 90. Wolverine with 85 points for Mercedes. Smithy with 80 points for Williams. Stig for McLaren with 64 points. AMG Reckless for Williams with 62 points. Brembo, we just mentioned. Racing Point with 60 points. Leo for Haas with 54 points. Ryan Callahan with 44 points for AlphaTauri. His teammate Mo Sullivan has 40 points. And then you've got Panther for Red Bull with 37 points. Ben Francis for Renault with 34. Rabzi for Mercedes with 32 points. Gunnar Will for Ferrari with 28 points. Hegster for Alfa Romeo with 27. Brady Z for Red Bull with 25 points. And TOTD Liam. He's a guy that I know really well from Talk of the Devil. He's got 25 points. He's one of the reserves. JC77 for Haas with 22 points. TOTD Judd, again, somebody else I know from Talk of the Devil, 15 points as reserve. And Aventadors for Alfa Romeo is the only driver yet to score. So that's how the Drivers' Championship is shaping up. In the in the Constructors' Championship, we've got McLaren with 172, Racing Point with 164, Ferrari with 138, Renault 133, Williams 117, Mercedes 89, Haas 67, Red Bull 62, AlphaTauri 54, and Alfa Romeo with 42. The Constructors today as well was Racing Point, and the Division 1 driver of the day was Leo.
Yeah. It was definitely a tricky race in Monaco there last week, so fair play to Leo to be getting driver today. It's a very tough track to be going flat out around for 50% anyway.
Yeah, speaking from experience, Monaco isn't exactly my favourite track on the calendar, but it is a track I look forward to watching every season.
Yeah. I don't know, it's very good. I'm just gonna start up my own Twitch here at the minute. So yeah, how did you enjoy your first race last week with S.N.R.C? Were you happy with the race? I know it was a bit of a chaotic race to start out on Monaco, but
well, if there was any track I was going to start with, why not one of the most legendary on the calendar?
one of the most tricky as well to try and commentate on. There's so much going on at all times.
Yeah. But one plus I can take away from it is that it's one of the only tracks on the calendar that I know all the corners from memory.
Ah, okay, fair enough. That's an achievement in itself.
Yeah, when you've been watching the sport as long as I have, getting the corner names isn't going to be that difficult in the long run.
Fair play. I wouldn't be able to remember them all flat out. Old age. I just play them old age. So in Brazil, what's your favorite corner?
Ooh, my favorite corner. I would have to say the Curva do Sol that turns 3, just after the S.N.R.S. Mainly because of the carnage that one corner caused in the 2003 race, where you had like Montoya, Pizzonia.
Oh, I remember.
And of course, Michael Schumacher, all in the wall because it was just a little bit too wet for the intermediates.
No. Oh, I remember that very well. I'm watching Formula 1 since about 92-ish. Since I was literally a kid as well, so brilliant. I think my favourite race, well, one of my favourite moments was actually a recent moment, and I don't know if you have it written down for later on, but if you don't mind, I'll say it. Was when Ocon decided to try and unlap himself against Verstappen and take him out.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of an interesting incident to say the least. The fact that Verstappen and Ocon almost went to fisticuffs mode, and Verstappen ended up having to do a couple of days community service after that.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I don't think he deserved to do community service though. You look at back what happened in the 80s and early 90s. Drivers were allowed to get kind of annoyed and physical enough, obviously without being overly aggressive. So I think that was a little bit harsh. I just think that just shows the way the times are now. People are going a lot more sensitive.
Yeah. But of course, one of the days of community service that Verstappen did was one of the Formula E races the following season.
Oh, yes.
So anyway, it looks like we're just about to get underway for qualifying, and for those that are new folks, it's just a short qualifying, just 18 minutes to determine where you start on the grid, and it's 50% race distance, so it'll be 36 laps around this circuit. Shouldn't take us any more than about an hour's tops.
Definitely not. Well, look, I'm actually going to love you and leave you now because I'm going to get ready for qualifying there as well. So, look, have an absolutely great time commentating on the league. We really appreciate it. We enjoyed listening back to last week, and You're a massive addition to S.N.R.C. and you're invaluable. So look, thank you so much and enjoy yourself as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely looking forward to this one.
Take care, my friend.
Will do. So there we go. Colm there. He's one of the head honchos for S.N.R.C. Stands for Sunday Night Race Club. Rule number 1 of Race Club: do not talk about Race Club. So anyway, I am your master of ceremonies for this evening, Fraser McKenzie. I'm just out of commentating for the Extreme Racing League earlier this evening at Baku. That was a very chaotic affair, especially in the second half of the race. Started off with 20 drivers. We were down to just 11 by the end. And some last lap drama as well. But nevertheless, here we go. Definitely looking forward to seeing how the liveries are going to play out. We've got drivers getting ready to head out onto the track. And of course, with it being multiplayer cars, it's going to be a little more challenging to work out who's where, but here we go. Let's have a look at some of these liveries. He's gone for the United style livery as Brady Z. It's a Union Jack inspired. That's actually the livery that I was like, not necessarily the same colors, but it is the same livery design that I use for my team in the My Team career mode in this game. And rest assured, folks, I am going to 100% the game. I am going to get the 1,000 gamer score. I've only got a handful of achievements to go, which I'll get towards the tail end of the season. Maybe into Season 2 as well, if push comes to shove. So Breezy, a lap round the Sao Paulo circuit through the center S's. Round turn 3 here, the Curva do Sol. And he's coming up to the Descida de Lago. Coming up through the Diesel de Pato, Mergulo now, and then coming up to Yonkau, and then coming up the hill. This track has one of the highest changes in elevation on the calendar. Breezy goes across the line with a 1:08.701. Colm 1:07.813. And Reckless 1:07.508. Brembo 1:09.394. Let's see what Grimmy can pull out of the bag here. He's coming outside. Oh, someone's gone off! Someone went wide. flag sector 2. I'm not sure who that would have been for. And Grimmy with a 107.742 puts him second. So a slightly altered United livery for Grimmy. Go for a lighter shade of green. This one just looks simple. Sort of like diamond style formation. Wearing the number 64. My birthday, no less, April 6th. Letting a few of the drivers out of the way. I mean, hats off to Mo for just letting everybody out of the way. Let's see what Mo can do. We just have to hope he doesn't invalidate the lap. Of course, if you start inside the top 10, you have to start the time. You have to start the race on the times you set your fastest lap on. Oh, and he's invalidated again. It's a real shame. Here's Callahan. And the great thing about using the multiplayer cars is that you actually get to see the... You actually get to see the designs that the drivers come up with. Right, Callahan a 108.862, which puts him in 10th. Mo Sullivan going to have another crack at it. Must have fueled himself quite a bit. And Mo finally gets a lap in. 108.629. And TTV has been disqualified. HS King, our championship leader. Let's see what he can pull out of the bag. Fourth with a 107.954. See what Francis can do. invalidated. Ben Francis and Ramsey are the only drivers yet to set a lap time. Ramsey coming round Young Cow now. Less than 8 minutes to go before the end of qualifying. .109.402. And Luke sets a new fastest lap. 107.313. We've got Ben Francis coming out for a level. Gonna have a crack at it. At the moment, it is Luke on pole position. Ben Francis with a 109.639. So it's Luke from Reckless, from Will, from Colm, from Grimmy, from Fraser, from King, from Smithy, from Sullivan, from Callahan. Francis improves on his time with a 108.485, puts him into the top 10. Only a couple of minutes to go. As it stands, it is Luke that's going to be on pole. Gunnar Will improves, he goes third. We go checker flags out. As it stands, it's going to be Luke on pole. I wouldn't count King out just yet. Brady doesn't improve. Can Luke improve though? He's a couple of hundreds down on his best lap. And oh, Colm's gone. And Luke does respond to 107.179. King's finished, he doesn't go faster. Will's invalidated, so that's it. There's your grid. Luke is on pole. Lo and behold, Not only is gunner will invalidated, he was unable to settle that. He was out of fuel as well. So it's Luke, Reckless, King, Will, Colm, Grimmy, Fraser, Smitty, Brembo, Sullivan. That's your top 10. Then Francis, Callahan, Snowball, Brazy, Leo, Rabsy, Wolverine, and TTV. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is round 6 of S.N.R.C. We're at Interlagos, Brazil. Brazil shares a border with all South American countries except for Chile and Ecuador. The only flag on the F1 calendar without red in it in any capacity. And the circuit was named after Jose Carlos Pache, who was the winner in 1975 for Brabham. Sorry. 2.67 miles, 15 corners, 10 to the left, 5 to the right, and 2 DRS zones. So we've got... So for the S.N.R.Ss, one of the action zones to look out for, we mentioned it earlier, Ocon and Verstappen back in 2018. Turn 3, Curva do Sol, 2003, that pretty much speaks for itself. And then you've got the run down to the Descida del Lago. Vettel versus Leclerc, both out of the race. And of course, the birth of Vettel's Mein Gott, Musterstein! And then Juncker 2008. Is that clock going slowly? Yes, it is. The moment Hamilton won the title. The 3 tyre compounds we have with us are the hardest of the Pirelli range. You've got C3 for the soft, the C2 for the medium, and the C1 for the hard. So here we go. Time to ready up. You guys know what time it is. Time for the formation laps. Let's just run down the grid one more time. We've got Luke, Reckless, King, Will, Colm, Grimmy, Fraser, Smithy, Brembo, Sullivan, Francis, Callahan, Snowball, and then just go with Brad. And oh, Leo disqualified already. Rabsy, Wolverine, and TTV. So Francis and Rabsy starting on mediums. Wolverine starting on hards. Everyone else is on softs. And I don't have a good angle on the lights at all. There's the predicted pit stop strategy for about 14 laps on softs. Oh, here we go. 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's race time in Brazil. We had a few technical issues. We're underway. Luke off to a very clean start. Virtual safety car already. Brady's always disqualified, parked at a dangerous location. on already from the 18 that started. We're underway again. At the end of lap 1. First lap front rear. And oh, Colm's gone! Colm's gone! I think that was through the S.N.R.S's. Yeah, there he is. He's buried it in the wall. That's him gone. While up front, it's a 2-horse race between King and Luke, and it's Luke that's currently in the lead. The wheel came off. That is brutal. That's unlucky. Ben Francis away from the session. He's going to be interesting to see how it plays out here. Smithy's managed to get ahead of Fraser, meanwhile, just before the S.N.R.S's. Smithy gets ahead of Fraser. Smithy and Fraser still battling it out. And Smithy gets back ahead. They're still battling with each other. Oh, a great battle. It's only for 5th place, but hey, he's better than nothing. Oh, Brembo's gone. Safety car is out. That was on the exit of Young Cow. Safety car's out. Got a few drivers coming into the pits already. So we've lost Brembo, we've lost Colm, and we've lost Brad. Almost a quarter of the way through the race already. We're under safety car conditions. Brembo's out, Colm's out, and Brad's out. There was a little bit of drama at the start. We had a virtual safety car as well. This is catching up with the rest of the field now. Here we go, safety car coming in this lap. Here we go, we're underway once again. First quarter out of the way, 3 quarters to go. And Fraser overtaken before the safety. You're not allowed to overtake until you've crossed the start-finish line. He gave the position back. It looks like sector 2, that's Sullivan. And O'Callaghan's gone. Virtual safety car again. I think he had a collision there with Francis. Wolverine up into third now. Grimmy gets ahead of Wolverine. Looks like Wolverine and Fraser are trading blows. Oh, Smithy in the pits. Field's starting to spread itself out. We're on lap 14. Luke's still leading. But here's TTV. He's had a relatively quiet day. And by quiet, I mean he's started at the back and he's already up to 8th. GTV right on the back of Leo. This for 7th place. We're approaching half distance already. Oh, he's going to have a go at the Cedar Delago. Oh, they almost touch. They're still side by side. And Leo keeps the position. GTV not giving up that easily. Smithy and Snowball battling for 10th place. We hit lap 17 of 36. We're almost halfway through the race already. Luke's led from the front from the get-go. TTV still on the back of Leo. Lap 20. Reckless and Luke into the pits. That puts King into the lead and Grimmy into second. There's King into the pits. And soft tyres, interestingly. Are we sure those tyres are gonna... Are we sure those soft tyres are going to get to the end of the race? Smithy on Rabsy for ninth place. On to lap 25. There'll be 10 laps to go shortly. We've got Reckless trying to hold Leo and Will back. Fraser into the pits. That puts Grimmy into third. And Leo comes in as well. Oh, and it's a front wing change. Now it's just Will and Reckless for fourth place. Will managing to get ahead of Reckless without much difficulty. Approaching the closing stages of the race now. Luke back in the lead, but the crucial thing is King is on softer tyres. So you'd think he would have the advantage heading into the closing stages, but you never know. Wolverine trying the outside of Ramsey. Didn't quite make it stick. See what Wolverine can pull out of the bag here. Going for... it's a front wing change, but he's got soft tyres. He should get to the end of the race on those without much difficulty. The gap between King and Luke is 3/10. Here we go. King thought about having the lunge, thought better of it. Going to be a great climax between these two. There is nothing in it. Of course, pending any penalties. Shall wait and see what happens. DRS for King. He's going to have a go. He's going to try the outside of the center S's. Don't do an Ocon Verstappen, but the King is through. He is through into the lead. But don't discount Luke just yet. He's gonna try and retake the lead. And he does on the outside of Desina Del Lago. How about that? How's about that? To go. He's still trying to work out how he gets ahead of Luke and stays there. On to the penultimate lap now. We're actually on to the final lap now. And Luke managing to scamper away from King. Gap now up to 3 seconds. And I'd have to say Luke is my driver of the day. He's kept his cool, he's kept his head. So here we go, coming around Junkyard for the last time today. Ben Francis lapped by every other driver on the track. But here comes Luke on now. Takes the checkered flag. What does King do? King had a 3-second penalty, so that's it. Luke wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. There it is. There's your podium. Gonna Will 4th, Reckless 5th. I'm gonna get the top 3 in. So there we go, that's the end of the race, folks. A bit uneventful, minus what happened at the start. But nevertheless, it's a win for Luke, and he has closed the gap on his championship rivals.
Say, boys.
There's the trophy. It's another one to add to his collection. And actually, depending on how the penalties play out, Luke actually takes the lead in the championship. How's about that? So it's Luke, King, Grimmy, Will, Reckless, Fraser, Smithy, Leo, TTV, Rabsy, Wolverine, Snowball, Sullivan, Francis, and then you've got Callahan, Brembo, Colm, and Brazy that didn't finish. So I've got the top 3 in with us with me right now. Guys, make sure your audio's included.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. We've got all 3 with us right now. So, so let's chat to our winner, Luke. Luke, pending any penalties, you've got the lead in the championship now.
I know. I just knew I had to keep it clean and not get the penalties, and yeah. It was a difficult race, to be fair. Especially that first safety car, I didn't really know whether to go soft or medium. Went with the soft, and everybody else went medium, so I was a bit worried at that point. But yeah, pulled it through in the end after a good battle with Harry. I think he got a bit of wing damage after hitting me up the back end. But yeah, got the win, and that's what I needed.
Yeah, you two were practically inseparable for a majority of the race.
Yeah, it's not really the easiest thing ever when you've got Harry always within a second. But I just tried to use my the fuel when at the right times and the ERS at the right time to try and fill the gap. And yeah, the move where I had to go around the outside was just pure a luck and faith that Harry wouldn't squeeze me out or anything, which he didn't. So
And how do you feel? How do you feel the rest of the race went for you?
uh, not straightforward as I would have liked after starting on pole. I would like to have built a gap at first, but when there's quick drivers in the league, you can't really just build a gap and fly away with a win. So yeah, it was an alright race. I won't complain.
So with you now essentially in the lead of the championship, do you think you're able to carry that on into the Circuit of the Americas next week,
Is that the next track?
according to the calendar?
Oh, great.
Tell me about
Not
it.
sure about it. Might have to put some practice in on that one. But hopefully, hopefully I can carry on and beat Harry week in, week out, and then I know I'd hope to get the championship. So, yeah.
We'll see what happens. Thanks for your time, Luke, and congrats on the win.
Cheers, Kenzie. Cheers. Thank you.
King, bit of a hammer blow there for you, second and losing the championship lead. How you feeling?
Yeah, a bit more annoyed about the second place, but personal choices. I think the safety car coming in for the mediums was the wrong choice. I think Luke hit the nail on the head with the softs and just managed to keep me behind him. Unfortunately, I think his rear right tyre, I think it was, got the front wing damage, which stopped me getting around him. But yeah, a little bit gutted about the race. Championship wise though, not too bothered about. I'm going to end up missing possibly America and maybe even the next race after that as well, due to not being here. So yeah, I always knew I was going to drop the championship to him, but yeah, the race is a bit more annoying. So heavy blow in that regard, but nah, not too phased about the championship.
Yeah.
No, I'm not thinking.
And like I said, to Luke there, it's you two were inseparable for a majority of the race, trying to work out how to one up each other.
Oh yeah. I mean, me and Luke tend to come close quite a lot. You saw that in Monaco as well. You know, constantly on each other. He's such a good and clean racer. You know, I'd like to think I am as well. So we give each other a lot of respect. You know, neither of us are going to go for that risky move because we don't want to risk taking the other one out or losing time to the other. So yeah, it's hard to get the right opportunity. Because I mean, he drives flawlessly. He really does. He very, very rarely makes a mistake. I think I see him twitch maybe once or twice. That was it for the whole race. You know, right at the start, I struggled with understeer quite a bit due to the waiting for the server to sort itself out. But yeah, you know, he's a bloody good racer, and he got the better of me today.
Yeah, that definitely shows he's a very tough nut to crack.
Oh yeah, no, big time.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, thanks very much for your time, and congrats on the second place.
Thanks. Cheers.
And last but by no means least, we have got we've got Grimmy in third place. A bit of a quiet one for you today, by the looks of it.
It's a bit unexpected, really. Because, well, I thought AMG, he was literally like racing with me, and then I just come out of the pits before him. So I don't know. That was a good one.
Yeah, but overall, how do you feel the race went for you?
Quiet. That was a quiet race, to
How
be
do you
honest.
feel the race went? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely quiet.
Heading into Silverstone. No, Circuit of the Americas next week. It's Silverstone the week afterwards. Silly me. But yeah, let's say, you feeling confident heading into the Circuit of the Americas?
Not really. I'm not really fond of America. It's quite a struggle track for me. But Silverstone, I do like. I can't wait for that, really.
Yeah. So I think that pretty much wraps it up for this evening. So thanks very much for your time, and well done on your third place.
Cheers, lad.
And on that note, that brings us to the end of this evening's coverage of S.N.R.C. Next week we head to the Circuit of the Americas as we hit the halfway point in the season. Until then, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you guys again next week. Good night.